This very stunning game on your screen. One winner. Best of 5 between these two. On the orange side will be Reciprocity, boasting Fruity, Farah, and Shawsett, who Gibbs argues is the best player in the world. On the blue side, Complexity, Magnus, Flakes, and Greasy Meister. As they've had an interesting tournament run, but it all comes down to this, a double demo between Shawsett and Flakes. And Complexity will try to keep this ball in the Reciprocity end.
Well, we may very well see a matchup between Shawsett and K-Dop, and very interested to see how that goes. But right now, it is Complexity on the menu for Reciprocity. Rudy going to try to get a flip reset, or at least try to keep this ball in the zone. He has done that, but Flakes will play it out. Very quickly back in, Magnus backwards, able to send this downfield. And it will be Magnus to set up Flakes. Flakes, bag shot, just off the mark. And Fruity will guide this out.
What a touch. Reciprocity starting this one off. Shawsett looking to keep this ball in play. Reciprocity coming off of a loss in the upper bracket from TSM, a 3-1. TSM waking up here in day 2. We're going to be playing GC Aura to see who makes it into day 3 playoffs. But Reciprocity looking to strike back here. But ball on their end. Complexity are not going to give them an easy route.
Oh, Magnus just barely got the tip on that one. Otherwise, it was going to go into an open net. Flakes, his shot high and wide. Waiting is Greasy Meister. He's read that one from the ceiling. And now it's Magnus, met in the air. Well done by the former Paris Saint-Germain esports squad, as it will be Magnus to send it back up for Flakes, and well read again defensively by Reciprocity. Halfway mark, no shortage of opportunities for both teams, and the defense about what we would have expected. It has held firm so far. Greasy Meister coming way up from the back line. Fruity's able to play around him and then take him out of the play for good measure.
Look at this on the corner here of Complexity. A small effort to try to get the ball out. Greasy Meister will get that strong clear, but it's been back and forth with possession, leaving Shawsett to play with the ball in the corner. Flakes thinks he has the offense, but it is set up by Reciprocity. They move it on the backfield. Shawsett, a close score. He doesn't get it though. Greasy Meister will save it in front. Reciprocity not done just yet. Infield pass. Fruity can't find the mark, and Shawsett will try to keep this one in.
Now Farah. Oh, he's got one defender beat, but not two. Flakes up to the task, but the follow-up opportunity is going to find its way in. Shawsett.
Great job from Shawsett. Look at this. Fruity recognizing that Magnus doesn't have the right touch. He's looking for a shot. It bounces out and right in front of Shawsett. Perfect position from him, and the DreamHack champion will get the first goal here in game 1.
So Complexity will need a goal to look to force what I've been told by Lucas from Liquipedia would be the 26th overtime between the A and B streams here in Montreal. It is nowhere near the record. We'll get to that in a moment if we get to an overtime. Shawsett playing one in, and this is banged away by Magnus. Flakes will give chase, but it's right at Fruity. Greasy Meister met by Farah again. So now Magnus and Flakes, they both got really close there, and it seemed like a lack of communication, and it's going to prove very costly for Complexity because here comes Reciprocity again.
Reciprocity, they want this so bad. They're trying to get involved into the offense. Magnus with a great clear here. Farah will move it downfield, but this setup's a Complexity chance. Flakes will get a shot on. Great clear from Shawsett. Pressure is looming though. We're trying to see if we can get that overtime as Flakes the floater over the defense of Reciprocity. What a goal.
They could not put on the brakes. I believe it was Fruity. Yes, it was. He was starting to come out, and he couldn't slow down in time. Right back where we started, 25 seconds away. Chaussette plays this away, but it's Greasy Meister throwing it right back in off the corner. Flakes gonna have Magnus thinking about it, but Magnus stays at midfield. Now Flakes, one more touch? No. Magnus, well high. Greasy looking to win it. Not happening. And the final chance may belong to Reciprocity. Farah throws it downfield. Chaussette setting it up for Farah, and Flakes clears. And for the 26th time at Montreal, we have overtime on a string. And Farah almost ended it quickly.
Another one with drop out. This time getting cleared away by Complexity. No quick OT goal scored here. These two teams, this will be a battle to see who can take this game one with victory.
Leipzig had 37, Dallas had 40, but the last one, Valencia, with Reciprocity 1, had 41 overtimes between the streams and any overtimes that may have been recorded. Here is Flakes throwing it down at Fruity. And now Chaussette sends it away, and Reciprocity will try to score again. It is Farah, met by Flakes again. And a big clear from Magnus sends Fruity scrambling back to the near post. Greasy Meister has no support at all, so Fruity will take this. And that catches a fortunate bounce out to the middle, but nothing else happens.
Chaussette sending this to midfield. Farah will look to pick it up. Reciprocity can't get the ball into the Complexity zone. They're getting cleared out every single time. Denied in front, and they're going to try again. This time it's going to be Flakes. That ball will go in front. He gets dunked by Fruity. Not the best decision there. And we see why Reciprocity will take game one.
How many times have you seen it? A guy brings the ball across his own net, thinks there's nobody there because usually there isn't, but Fruity happened to fall right there, and before his teammates could yell, "Abort! Abort!" too late. 1-0 to Reciprocity as they win an OT.
Yeah, and you gotta believe Reciprocity. Feeling good about that one. Complexity, though, it's an up and down stream of good and bad luck. Flakes with a great shot, but then he gives the ball right to Fruity in front of the net. He pays for it. They have to bounce back from that. Facing elimination, this is definitely a very tough task for them, but they seem to be up to the task. It was very close, only one goal game. We did go into overtime. If they can reset and get back into it, which they should with Snasky as a coach, they should have a very competitive series here, but what a rough match.
So the coaching matchup here is Snasky versus Gummy Cheeseman, right? Cheese is coaching them in Montreal. I'm 99% sure. So
yeah, he is.
Interesting developments for the OCE caster, Yummy Cheeseman, coaching PSG at Beyond the Summit, coaching them here in Montreal. And now we get into game number 2. By the way, 17 saves between the two teams in game number 1. It is Farah off the corner. Magnus to easily send it away. And he's got Greasy down there, but no further connection. Played back over to the side. It is Farah to take over. It's got Chaussette over there, but Chaussette doesn't have any boost. And a little surprising to see him where he is. This goes back over Chaussette's head. Now he does have boost, and he's going to need all of it to play this at least to the center line, but the midfield boost doesn't spawn for him. Fruity takes out Magnus. He has Farah waiting, and wouldn't you know it, Farah's got a full tank, but he can't do anything with it.
Redirect from Flakes. You see Magnus jump for that. That's going to put Greasy in a bad situation. Smart move by Flakes, though. That back pass is very good. It keeps possession for Complexity and allows them to reapply the pressure. Fruity with a goal line save. They're trying new things here in this game, too.
Another ball played in by Chaussette, and Farah cannot get a shot off because Magnus is in the way. More of the same in game number 2. The game just a battle of tennis at the midfield line, but a challenge won by Magnus, and Flakes missed the open net.
He's got to be thinking about that one. Very unfortunate for Flakes there. Looked like he had that one all. He had a lot of time. He took his time, and it still went off the post. No defense needed for Reciprocity, as this game will still be 0-0.
Complexity misses a layup, and they almost get scored on the other side. Fruity's shot is saved by Magnus. He gets taken out of the play. And now it is Magnus's shot off the respawn. That is saved by Fruity. Greasy Meister can't hang with that play. And Fruity a little wave dash to give himself a little extra distance downfield. But this is coming right back. It's a chance for Fruity. Farah's over there.
Watch out for Chaussette. He's going to be looming here. They're starting to slowly ramp it up as the ball goes into the corner. This is a perfect time for Reciprocity because it's just floating. No one is able to clear it till now from Complexity, and they had so much room to set up offense. They'll have to bring it all the way back. They might have something here off the transition. It's off the backboard. Shot coming through, but everyone misses. And now, will Complexity capitalize? It goes through from Flakes. It's on target, and the first goal scored by Complexity.
What a bizarre game. Both teams have missed pretty good-looking chances. Just wide of the post, and then Flakes scores that on a ball that didn't look like it should have gotten through at all, but it did. It went through a lot of traffic. 2 minutes remain in game 2. Flakes looking to add another, and he almost got underneath Fruity. Magnus very quickly onto this. Shot was high and cleared away. Complexity are getting a lot of opportunities now. They are swarming around the Reciprocity net. Flakes runs out of boost, and he can't play that any further.
Here we go. Reciprocity down by 1, but we've seen them do 2 back-to-back. Fruity, there's 1. He sets up Farah. Farah chases that one down. Team Wreck score in game 2.
Yeah, great pass there by Fruity, and it just threw the entire defense of Complexity for a loop. Right back where we started, it was Complexity that scored with 25 seconds to go in game 1, a minute sooner for Reciprocity. They reciprocate. I will take my leave now.
All right, now that we have gotten rid of Stacks, finally we can begin the cast here.
Are the Peeps playing again yet?
No, they're not. They have a while. You won't see that one. Well, you'll see it, but we won't be talking about it.
Past my bedtime. Flakes will play this one. Man. It's been a long weekend, Daz, and it's been a lot of fun. Sad that it's coming to an end soon. Magnus can't play this. Chaussette can, but Greasy Meister recovers. And the final 40 seconds see Reciprocity on the attack. Farah's going to have a lot of room to work with. Can he play this? Yes, he can, but Flakes is there. He read that play all the way. Now Greasy Meister. That's coming right back in. Chaussette coming on. He thought about it, but he had to turn around. And now he makes his move. Downfield it goes off of Farah with 10 seconds left. Another overtime, perhaps. Unless somebody can break one through here. Farah's up. Does get by the defense of Complexity. And the last shot belongs to Fruity. And it may get there. It does, but it's saved by Magnus.
Post chance for Reciprocity to close out game number 2. Not able to find it. Quick kickoff here. Double cheat. And this one will go towards Reciprocity. They'll have to take it from their own end. Both teams hammering the back of the net, but still, they have strong defense as this is a close matchup. Second overtime here. And we'll see whether or not Reciprocity can come out and put Complexity on match point.
Well, this is trouble, and it is going to be a goal for Flakes. Complexity have tied the series.
Flake stepping up big time in this series too. He scored so many different goals. This one going to close out game number 2 and put Complexity in a 1-1 situation with Reciprocity. Complexity find life in overtime, but this series is far from over.
Yes, it is. The 6th shot that Flakes takes ends up in the net. It wins this in overtime, and that means 2 straight overtimes between Complexity and Reciprocity. They are determined to get us as close to 40 as they possibly can going into day 3. And it has been a lot of fun to watch between these two. It's been a defensive grind, Dazarin. While there have been a lot of opportunities, both teams' defenders, in particular Chaussette and Magnus, have made a lot of high-quality saves.
Definitely a lot of high-quality saves. But Flakes has stepped up. He scored every single goal for Complexity this entire series so far. And if he keeps at it, like, he's getting warmed up on his own. Magnus doing a good job giving him an assist this game. But, I mean, like you said, he scored 2 goals, 6 shots from him. Offensive powerhouse so far for Complexity. We need to see a little bit more support from the rest of the team. That being said, Reciprocity have to stepping up to do on their own end. They had some last-second opportunities there, but still just not able to close it out. You got to communicate, see how Complexity are moving. Because they're a team that once they are able to talk things out, that they're able to move forward. Because you have Farah, I mean, he's one of the best leaders in the game. So he can pinpoint Complexity's weaknesses and set Reciprocity up for success.
Greasy Meister will play that right at Chaussette. And how fortunate for Flake, sometimes when things are going your way, the boost spawns right under you, and he can start downfield. He's going to get a shot off, but Fruity makes the save. First 30 seconds are all Complexity. They deserve a goal, but a pinch save between, I believe it was Chaussette and Farah. Chaussette's going to be called on to make another stop, and he does. Trying to play that over towards Fruity. Got a lot of air under it. Flakes was maybe looking for Magnus, but Chaussette takes him out of the play. Skied up, and it will be Chaussette rushing back to try and deal with that from Greasy Meister, and he has. High-quality opportunities. Yeah, high-quality opportunities to have. They haven't been lacking. But again, the defense has been so good for both these teams. It's actually kind of sad that one of them is not going to have a chance to go to day 3.
A little bit. That being said, whoever does will represent Europe very well. And either or has a nice set of emotes to spam in chat. You got the Flakes emotes on one side, and you got the Fruity on the other. But regardless, they're giving their all. It's looking like we even might see a third OT the way this series has gone so far. No one necessarily giving up too much ground, and when they do, they're able to transition in time. But yet to see control of this game from either side as Chaussette will go for a flick, trying to get a bump, harassing the defense of Complexity. This one off the backboard as Fruity tries to keep it in, and Chaussette has to go all the way back to get boost, so this will be a pickup by Flakes.
How the game has changed over the past year or so. All the games at this level, there is not much that separates the two teams on the field. That's how you get a ton of these overtimes. Greasy Meister will drop one down, and he's not able to play it any further. Farah drops one in, and Flakes has to play it out, but not to a teammate. Magnus makes another great save, and Flakes can start it downfield, at least to buy his teammates a few seconds of respite.
Quality shot from Chaussette as he's starting to get a little warmed up here. Can't let him have too many more shot opportunities. That one was already dangerous enough. Fruity coming off the respawn almost got faked out by Greasy, but he jumps over the demoer, and he is able to make a solid change on the ball.
Now Fruity battling with Flakes. It is Chaussette this time. He is past one. Do I hear two? Yes, I do. But the save is made by the crossbar, and Greasy can at least get this out of harm's way for the time being. Farah setting up Fruity this time, and it's stopped by Magnus.
A lot of confidence here on Reciprocity and offense, doing some good work to Chaussette, getting more and more warmed up as the game goes on. Farah looking for Fruity in the midfield, but it will be cut out. Magnus sees a chance here to set up offense. Flakes also, he'll pop it back in the midfield. Greasy Meister has a lot of options. He's going to go for the double tap. It will be saved by Chaussette.
He got the angle and everything, and Chaussette just picked his mark, and that's exactly where Greasy put it. Greasy was looking for his first goal or assist of the series. Now Fruity. He's got around Greasy Meister, but that is going to go so far downfield, nobody else is going to be able to play it. It is Magnus now by one. Needs a midfield boost, doesn't get it, so he'll steal Reciprocities. Now Flakes trying to make the most of the final minute. So often, this is where Flakes comes to life. Greasy Meister's shot is played away. He'll dump another one in. Flakes is coming on. Greasy to center again. This time it's Magnus who has to wait as Fruity's already up for it.
Here's Greasy looking for something off the corner. Ball into the midfield. I like how Farah brings this downfield. The dribble opens up so many different options here. He carries it in the midfield. It's the last 10 seconds of this game. You see Complexity having to play it out of their own end. The ball will drop in front of the box. Fruity will play a low. Chaussette's waiting. Will they opt to go for OT? It looks like they're trying to make a play as Fruity gets a bump, and this ball will get cleared to midfield. Flakes has to get stopped. Will it fall, or when will it fall? Right now, we do have yet another overtime in Game 3.
They know it's the last series on the B-Stream, and they are determined to keep us here as long as possible. But every overtime's been really, really short, and Chaussette ends another.
Chaussette, of course, he's going to end the OT. Greasy, uncomfortable, and Chaussette reads it, puts a shot on, and he's not going to miss those. Reciprocity up in the series, 2-1, as they are looking to send Complexity home.
It will be day 3 by the time this series ends. 1-0 the scoreline. And again, you look at the number of shots for both of these teams. In one of those overtimes, we saw a game where there were 17 saves between the two teams. Here, they combined for just 9 shots after 5 minutes and a few extra seconds. Been very different games, but the end result is still the same, Daz. Not many goals to go around.
It's really tough to score here. You even see that Greasy looking for a double tap, and Chaussette read it perfectly when he got the save in front of his box. So many opportunities to score on, and a lot of shots going around, but not as much as we would think. 4 from Reciprocity, 5 from Complexity. Still defense here from both sides holding up. This is just a strong battle of who has the better quality of shot chances, who can really build up an offense and take control of a game. And it's really hard to do so far. 1-goal games, overtimes left and right, and we're going to see how things look getting ready to go into the next game.
Yeah, and make sure you grab the poutine and popcorn from the concession stand, Daz. We're going to take a look from here and see what the game looks like with the eggs.
All right.
Well, thank God for all those name tags, right?
Yeah. Now I see why they jump up and down all the time. Because you can't see.
Yeah, you get those dumb posts in the way. Who put those there? It's like Fenway Park.
I can't see. Okay, I see now. Oh, my God.
Big flick downfield from Flakes. And now Chaussette will take over. I do love all the different camera angles that you can get in Rocket League with the free cam. I think the best is still yet to come when it comes to observing. And we've been trying out a few things here on the B Stream, and we hope that you've enjoyed at least some of it. You know, if you haven't enjoyed the casting, at least you've enjoyed something. The games have been absolutely thrilling, and so too has Farah. We finally see him on the B Stream, and he is not wasting any time getting going.
Fruity, the assist man, and Farah slams it in front of Greasy Miser. First goal here for Reciprocity. They are looking to end this series quickly, but we still got a lot of game left, Stats.
Yes, we do, and Farah's got a lot left in the tank as well. What a quick reaction to score this.
Off the kickoff, goal scored in pretty much 5 seconds from the last one, as that's a bouncer. Flakes backflips. He couldn't get there in time anyway if he wanted to. 2-goal lead here for Reciprocity. Not looking good for Complexity.
Complexity's tournament hangs in the balance. They have only won one game today, as they were dealt with rather handily by GC Aura. But they did take an overtime against Reciprocity here. Now they need a major comeback. Still 3.5 minutes to go. It is not desperate times yet, but they may still need to resort to desperate measures. Josette, intercepted by Flakes. He'll avoid a demo. Well, he avoided one, not the second. Greasy Meister will bring this around the boards, and it's sent away.
Complexity have to do something here. They have the time, but they don't have the confidence. You can see it in their play. Magnus just throws that one at the net. 2 members there. It's going to get saved. Looking to see if he can bring someone out. Greasy Miser also threatening, but still defense from Reciprocity. They're spread out, and they seem completely in control.
Flakes is not going to connect with this, but Reciprocity had to go up and stop him just in case. Oh, Greasy, that's going to angle downward, and it is dangerous for Reciprocity. Josette almost scores, but Flakes with the save. Fruity now can't get that ball in front. That's a missed opportunity, and Fruity's going to come up empty looking for a demo.
Fruity popping off so far this series. He's set up so many good plays and helped Reciprocity on the end so many times. He knows exactly what to do with this ball and how to move it as he's going for a flip reset. It'll bring out 2 members of Complexity. Flakes looking for an extra touch. Farah remains patient. He helps his team out to move down the field, killing more time on the clock. Complexity have to start from scratch.
Flakes very calmly guiding that ball away. Now Greasy Meister will do the same. Up for that was Magnus, and Flakes again spending a lot of time on the back end of the defensive zone for Complexity. They need to get him out and downfield so that he can lead his team. Farah bringing yet another one in. Reciprocity, they can sense the finish line is nearby. Almost 90 seconds away as Magnus will clear. Complexity finally get a chance. Flakes trying to get this in front for Greasy, looking for his first goal, but again, coming up short. Popped away by Magnus. Here he comes again, looking for Greasy. They are looking for a guy who has not scored and has not assisted on a goal yet in this series, out of necessity. They need to get somebody going. That shot is high. Flakes misses wide, and he has had a nightmarish series here because he's had a lot of shots that we're used to seeing Daz go right into the net. They have not this time around.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only scorer Complexity has. No one's been able to get a goal, and if he's falling up short, the entire team is. Reciprocity are holding this 2-goal lead. 40 seconds left on the clock. Infield pass play. Greasy Miser has something to say about it. He picks up one for Complexity.
Greasy game, greasy life. What a pass from Magnus. And all Fruity can do is pick a spot. He guessed wrong, and Greasy Meister scores what is essentially a penalty kick to give Complexity a surge of life in Game 4. Greasy looking for another, but Flakes was coming across the net as well. Magnus got to play that over towards Flakes. That's the guy Complexity wants with the ball in crunch time, but it's going to be Fruity sending it right down the middle. Farah blocked by Magnus. Another opportunity. This is kept in the zone. Popped up. Can Greasy come onto this? Yes, but he cannot find Magnus. 5 seconds left. Flakes clutch goal again!
Flakes with the clutch goal here, and we got the best view of it possible. As look at that, the eggs are ecstatic. As Flakes might have sent this into an overtime. What a goal.
An accomplishment that seemed impossible a minute ago. We are going towards another overtime.
And here we go. Complexity, do or die. Off the kickoff. Fruity, he's looking for a fake. Chaussette will carry this. I think Flakes will eliminate the pressure with the help of Magnus. Shot on, and Farah has to make a save. Flakes starting to get warmed up. Greasy starting to shoot too. Complexity have the pressure here. Reciprocity need a clear.
This is off a Complexity car all the way back to Magnus. And now Greasy Meister will go over top of Chaussette, and the teams will continue to go back and forth for a little while at midfield. Who blinks in overtime of Game 4? 2 of these have gone to Reciprocity. If this one does, they will continue on with one more shot at making Day 3. They will go against the reigning world champions. If Complexity score, we're going to play one more and just might as well play sudden death overtime right out of the gates. Save everybody some time. Farah will take this one out of his own corner, collecting as much boost as he can, and Greasy still stuffs him out. Magnus bringing another in. It is Flakes, banking dangerously close to the net. Now Greasy Meister! Oh, Flakes was trying to take out the defender. He did, but he also got the ball.
Got a piece of the ball, piece of the defender, but regardless whether or not Flakes makes that touch, that ball's getting cleared out now. The ball in front, and Chaussette's there. He'll take it slow to try to help Reciprocity get a clear. Magnus playing it down. Greasy, a shot. Where's the defense? The bar down. The greatest goalie for Reciprocity at the moment. They stay alive in OT.
Reciprocity has as much boost as I do right now, and they are hanging on for dear life, trying to get the big clear that gets them out of this, and they finally do. And wouldn't it be just like them to score here? But they do not, at least not yet. It is Magnus looking in the direction of Greasy Meister in the corner. He'll let it go, and Flakes misses it as well. The flip at the end, he was trying to adjust, and he could not in time. Now Magnus, again downfield. We've played half of an extra game in OT. This is the longest of the bunch so far. And no sign of it stopping anytime soon.
Anytime soon. Infield pass play gets cut out. Chaussette, oh, he's going for the reset. Off the ceiling, he jumped off, but he didn't have that read. It does get cleared out. Fruity, again, setup man for Reciprocity so far this series, as he hammers one to Farah. It's saved by Magnus on the goal line. Reciprocity looking to turn up the heat. Greasy will pop it into midfield. Chaussette will take it from there.
If the shot had as much sauce on it as the pass did, it would have found the net for sure. That was a laser that went out to the center of the field. Now Chaussette trying to beat the entire defense by himself, and he even got, I think, a reset off of that ball vertically, but it didn't result in anything else. Fruity has forgotten to take the ball with him. A miss, and this is going to continue on. What a save by Farah.
An excellent save. You can see there's a bit of hesitation from Farah. He knows Flakes has the ability to shoot behind him, and he reacts right on time, expecting the shot to come in front. Great epic save from Farah. Reciprocity sticking this game back and forth for these two teams. No one letting anything through.
Now it goes back to the corner where Chaussette can claim it, but he does not. Greasy Meister is there. Now Magnus needs another touch to center. It does not happen. That does get centered from Flakes. Greasy Meister forces game 5.
Greasy Meister comes up big here. Look at the pass from Flakes, though. It's a heater. He catches it and puts it on target. Bar down and in. This time, Complexity force a game 5. This series has been full of overtime stats. And here we go. Whatever happens, whoever loses this game is going home.
Unreal. We knew that these two teams were going to be a lot of fun to watch. We didn't know that when they met up, it would be like this. And it has been a banger of a series. We have not seen, in this tournament that I know of, all 5 games go to overtime. We have seen 4 between GC Aura and Mouse Sports. This one is shaping up to be a wild finish, as two teams that are as evenly matched as you can get, Dazarin, continue to fight tooth and nail to stay alive in Montreal.
Low-scoring games between these two, and but that being said, so many shots coming out. 10 plus from both teams here in that last game. Long overtimes, back and forth, teams fighting for control. Some insane shots with even better saves throughout. This is shaping up to be an epic series, and I'm really glad we got to watch that last one from the egg point of view. That was great. Now we'll get to see this one. Who stays alive in DreamHack Montreal? Will it be Complexity with Greasy Meister stepping up, putting on quality shots? Or will it be Reciprocity, the team where Farah and Chaussette have been making plays? I forgot about Flakes. He's going to remind me as he scores the first goal in Game 5.
It's a backflip from Chaussette trying to come out, and nobody can recover. Flakes scores first for Complexity, and I don't know that they have had many leads in this series. They've won 2 games with overtime winners. They may have had to come back in both of them, certainly the last one, and a brilliant comeback that it was. Rudy is all over this. Magnus takes him out. Don't always have to get the ball if you can get the attacker. Here is Flakes again. By the way, he had the assist on Greasy's overtime winner. His first assist of the series to go with what is now 5 goals. He's been the MVP for sure. Greasy Meister right at Chaussette. Here comes Reciprocity again. Flakes on his way through, and Fruity sends that away. And again, we talk about, Dazarin, the mental reset that these two teams need to go through after you play a sudden death overtime for so long, where you can't afford to make any mistakes. Now you can, like, okay, you get beat, it sucks, but you got beat. Now it's getting to be crunch time, though, for Reciprocity, and they've got to take that sudden death mentality and not let up anymore.
This is where the in-game leadership comes in. Oh, a quality flick from Farah. But for both teams, in-game leadership comes through big here. Fruity comes through big. Go, Fruity, go! He gets one on the board for Reciprocity to tie up Game 5.
That was not a clean clear at all from Greasy Meister. He made that flip at the last moment to try and correct himself, and Fruity is all over it. We are right back at the starting point with 3:20 left. Farah. That's blocked by Magnus. Now Greasy Meister is over Chaussette. So Chaussette, he's been beaten a few times. Flakes will drop one right in front. He was looking for the shot, just couldn't get the angle he needed.
Now go back off. Here's Farah. He has a lot of time. He just has to get past Flakes. Flakes reads it. Look at the follow-up from Chaussette. He's going to take this through. Flick over, but hits the crossbar. Will die in front. Reciprocity give up some possession here to Complexity, and Flakes will start to push this into their end.
Rudy and Chaussette having a little trouble deciding who's going to take charge there. And now Farah is not going to have a play because there's a guy named Flakes in the way. Rudy and Magnus both trying to block each other. Neither actually needed to. Here comes Magnus. He'll just play that out to the side. Does not opt for the shot. So now Fruity can take this, trying to go underneath. And again, it doesn't happen. Neither team is going to establish much of anything on the offensive end. It is a midfield battle right now between Complexity and Reciprocity in the final game of this B stream with day 3, or at least a shot at day 3, on the line.
You talk about midfield battle, that's taken quite literally. We saw 3 back-to-back challenges on the midfield line, seemingly going nowhere before Complexity has to take the ball from their own end. Reciprocity on the offense now, but not gonna last for long. Complexity with some great clears. Infield play though from Farah. He's gonna kick it off to the side.
We have seen some physical play, but not a whole lot. Flakes is going to get the jump on Reciprocity here, and Complexity are a minute 26 away from survival.
Double tap to give a little boost to the ball right before it hits the ground. Impressive shot from Flakes. This could be the one that gives Complexity the game, the series, and a shot at making day 3.
Greasy sent for a ride there. And now Farah is not able to center anything. It does fall to Chaussette. Another follow-up from Fruity. He gets around Magnus. Very patient play from Reciprocity, but Farah can't connect on a shot. Fruity, full tank of boost. Gets around one. Wins the challenge, but it's wide. Follow-up from Farah.
Fruity pops up over one. Dunk on Flakes, Greasy, and Magnus only can watch as Farah comes through. Reciprocity not out of this yet. 56 seconds in this one, Stacks. There can only be one winner.
Big save by Chaussette. Greasy Meister still being a pest, but it is set away. Now Fruity against Magnus. Won by Magnus. 40 seconds left. For the first time all weekend, we could have all 5 games go to overtime. Fruity again wins a challenge, but it's coming right back in. Chaussette, he had Greasy trying to get a piece of him, but he raises up to make the save. Flakes is knocked off the ball. Fruity, and nothing doing thanks to Magnus.
Oh no, Chaussette out of position. He's gonna lose that one. It's a race. Fruity, no boost, but that's a quality touch. Flake steals boost on the side, and Greasy's looking to see if he can set him up. That's Magnus with a shot. They know they have the pressure here. They're trying to hammer it home. That save from Chaussette. One last chance here for Complexity. And guess what? 5 games, 5 overtimes to see who stays alive in DreamHack Montreal.
Unreal series between Complexity and Reciprocity. 2 of Europe's best. Only one even has a chance at day 3. One will get a shot at Renault Vitality. Fruity dispossessed by Greasy, but here is Chaussette. Now Farah. He'll go to the ceiling. Only 9 boosts left. It's enough to set up a play. Chaussette coming on. Second touch. Fruity is lurking, but this is going to be cleared.
Here's Farah. He's going to have to pick this one up. So look at that. That slow play is going to throw them off. Defense does double jump for it. And now the possession goes in favor of Reciprocity. They have to keep this pressure on. Otherwise, it'll be a clear from Complexity, but this is a prime time for them to do it. They end up letting it go, and now the battle for midfield will continue on.
It'll be Farah looking for Fruity. They connect. That angle's down, and the stop made by Greasy Meister. Here goes Magnus, the defensive specialist of Complexity. He can't get anything going, so he has to rush back and defend, do what he does best. Here's Flakes trying to do what he does best, but he's stopped by Chaussette.
Flakes goes for a wide rotation to grab the corner boost in the back left here. Reciprocity aren't going to have that anytime soon. That being said, Ferris still has enough to get there in midfield. They have to have enough collecting as many passes as they can and making sure they stay on top of the ball. That boost control is going to be massive in this OT.
How these players can function under this level of pressure, it's just beyond me. This is played by Farah. Fruity to win it. No, Greasy makes the save. Fruity dropped down for Chaussette. Oh, it's high. Farah to follow. Denied by Magnus. And Complexity get away with it.
Complexity, Greasy Meister trying to clear that downfield, but it's right back into their own end. A good challenge from Farah. Fruity will take control. Shaw sets up, but Flakes has him beat. Farah has to be careful. Look at the pressure. Shot misses. There's a attempted demo, but Farah remains patient. Great captain there from Reciprocity, and he comes through. Chaussette will play it in, and it'll buy him some time to grab boost.
Farah could not get that corner boost. He had to wait for that ball was screaming in around the corner. It is a chance now for Complexity. They have come close on a couple of occasions. So too is Reciprocity. Right now it is Complexity's turn on the offensive end. Popped up by Greasy Meister, but Captain Clutch is going to wait, and he's going to play some defense instead. Flakes still taking his time, being very protective of that full tank of boost that he's got, but now he's downfield. With this ball for Magnus, no, he comes all the way back.
They're playing very safe, not trying to give any inch of the field up. Rotations are wide from both sides, and it's a boomer battle back and forth into each other's opposing end, but no one has control. Complexity looking to set up a shot opportunity. Magnus plays it close. He has to be Farah on the challenge here. It'll bounce off the back wall, and Chaussette will hand it off to Farah, who will try to move this upfield.
A combined 14 minutes of overtime in all three games between Cloud9 and Dignitas, but this one ends! Chaussette! Almost 4 minutes into overtime, and the Valencia champions keep marching on!
They stay alive off of a quick play from Chaussette. He sees Flakes go for the boost. He has enough to beat him to the ball. Net wide open for Complexity, and Chaussette, the finisher, to close out this series in Game 5 overtime. Complexity left it all out there on the field, but their DreamHack Montreal run ends here.